Welcome back everyone. Today I have another video, and this time is for Edward Newgate, as I think is one of the most competitive. It's probably the best deck in my opinion, as what it does and what it's trying to do is just so consistent and so overpowering that it really is just really hard to beat. Like, this is the deck that you have to build your decks to beat, and how you have to play around it, and therefore for that reason I think it's just the best deck. Now, not to say that it's not unbeatable. There are some decks that do have a decent matchup, like Law, and that's why I also build my deck to like reflect a little bit on that, because I'm playing Vista instead, like the 4 mana 6Ks, because the Vista just allows you to get a little bit of tempo into the opponent's board, and you also have an attacker that you can later use for the Law players. So it is very decent for that reason, and you can, and everything else is just like, that's also the reason that I'm playing Max 2, by the way. But everything else is something that we've seen before. The only thing that I added to the deck was the Whitebeard Pirates, because this card just synergizes very well with the deck, and with the Marcos, and with everything in the deck, and searching your 9-drop. So it is a very good card that you should just play always. Playing 4 and 4 of the best cards on the deck, to be honest. Ace is so good against so many strategies, and Whitebeard is so good against the other half of the good strategies. So you definitely have to play in a 4, I think, or at least 3. But I like it at 4. I want to see these cards. I want to these cards, and at the worst, you can always pitch it to Marcos effect. So it is always a good card to have in your hand. I like to play 2 Luffys. I think it's still very powerful in this deck, and I still think it has a place for the deck. This amount of counters I think is fine. You can cut down a little bit of those, but I think this is just the correct number for everything that I have. Also, the 2K counters, I have 16. I think that's more than enough. And yeah, it's just about how you play the deck. I think having a good matchup against the best decks in the meta, which are Law and Zoro, is going to be very important. Like, if you can beat those 2 decks, the other ones have to beat you, basically, and that's it. That's all that you want to do with this leader, basically. Like, the deck is so powerful that you just have to have those little techs against your Hodders matchup. Not to say that they're impossible to beat without the tech, but just adding a little bit more hate against those decks is gonna help you just get there eventually, right? But yeah, let's go see some gameplay. I guess I'll play another one against Ace. Starting's fine. I have no complaints. I guess I get the only card that I can get here. Luffy is gonna be good at the end of this game, but for right now, it's gonna be 5 and 6. Oh, he pitched a Marco, so that's amazing. He plays the Dan in this deck. Okay. Well, that just gets KO'd by Marco. Not the greatest, to be honest. And okay, so he's going after my leader. This opponent knows that's my win condition, my leader, so attacking my leader is probably the best thing that he can do. So attacking the ESO, it's not really gonna attack unless I have whatchamacallit, the Amakimo. But even if I do, he might just play the Marco anyway, and destroy the ESO, and then wasting an attack on an ESO there is just very bad. So yeah, I can agree with what he's trying to do. He needs to apply pressure to my leader. I don't think I'm gonna need this many Marcos, so I'm just gonna combo one of them. And I might just play the defensive Marco, but since I have the Luffy now, might as well just attack for 7 on everything. Well, it's not gonna be in everything, but at least on this is gonna be 7, 7, 7. and then just put the pressure on my opponent. And next turn, I'm definitely gonna just play Whitebeard, and the turn I have to keep my board just in case they have Round Table destroy my guys. Ooh, that's rough. Well, the Luffy has to die, of course. Marco, I have to replace it for my Radical Beam because I might just get what is it called, a Round Table, and if I do, I'm gonna need the extra support here. At least he doesn't have a blocker, so he has to get out combo out of this one. But I'm not gonna have my attack with my Marco because that would defeat the purpose of playing the 9-drop here. If he does have Round Table, he starts to attack into my leader, and then after that, then I have to see how am I gonna defend enough to survive the following turn. He did keep the Radical Beam, so that was an easy defense for them. But he doesn't have a Round Table? Question mark? Maybe he still has it. Nope. That's why Round Table is so good. It just deals with it in the mirror. It deals with everything so cleanly. Now I can just deal with the ace and with everything at the same time. It's just so good. With the blocker and everything so cleanly. And these 1-drops don't really matter to me. Sure, whatever. You kill the Marco, that's fine. He's not gonna attack with anything here, so I have to wait until next turn. I'm gonna attack for 7 here. See if he out combos that one. I'm still have 2 lives, so I feel okay either way. And I don't really care about any of this. I don't even think I need a blocker here. I choose develop the Marco. Not sure. The Marco has a bigger upside here. But he could mount enough pressure to try to go for game. So having a Marco out could be good. So might as well attack the leader. For 10, of course. Does he have anything? Not that is relevant, okay. Can he kill me through a Radical Beam? He might. I just don't want to have to out-combo the Otama because it's going to be important to go for game next turn. And, yeah, I think the Marco is just probably good enough here. And I might just play this one because it's just good with the energy here. And it allows me to play another card that I'm going to be able to attack for game with. I'm trying to just generate enough bodies here so I can attack him. No, attacking the 9-drop is not the way. That is for sure. Well, sure, whatever. That's still not the way to win this one. Because I'm just going to take that attack for 9 and then who cares? He uses that, which is okay. Combo this one. And then combo a guard point. And I'll just take this one, I guess. He could have a Radical Beam for what it's worth here. So I'm thinking of what I'm going to do here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Because he's going to be forced to go for game next turn. And then I just have to survive the next turn. And that's it. And I have enough counter power to... I should be able to do that. As long as I can survive with Yotama, it should be fine. Because he doesn't have too many cards in hand. So the Yotama will give me the game, I think. Unless he has another Marco. He's got a Jet Pistol. But Jet Pistol doesn't do anything. Sure, that's fine. I just have to be able to go through the Marco and live. Let's play the Marco here. And then... Okay, so let's think about this. If he has another Marco... Can I out-combo 17? Next turn is going to be 17. I'm go to 8. I need 9k worth of combo power. 9. No, 9 no. I need... Yeah, 9. So I need 3, 6, 7, 8. So I don't have it. So I have to go for game this turn. And yeah, I mean, that's what got to happen. If he has 2 guard points or radical beams, he wins this game, but... And then trigger out of life. He increases 1k. Oh, it seems like he has two 1ks. Or a 4k and a 1k. But regardless, I have to go for game here. So... Show me enough damage here. 9 and 13, so I win either way. That was closer than I was expecting. But yeah, I mean, it was a decent game either way. He did have a good hand to deal with what I was doing, but the deck is still pretty good to deal with all of this. Okay, and we're gonna get first against Rob Lushi. Now, I have Marco, which is enough for me to go first, to keep. That card is just the most important card in this matchup. And then we have Ace, which is the second most important card in this matchup. So yeah, I mean, definitely gonna keep those two. And then Luffy is gonna be good too, because at the end of all of that, he's gonna be able to get through the blockers. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy with what I found here. And even Whitebeard, if they don't have enough to deal with him, it's gonna be good. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep my curve here. They have to present an answer on every step of the way. So I'm okay with this. Attacking for 5. Just combo the Joshu. Should be fine. Oh, he's playing Tachigi. Okay. Again, that is fine. Just gonna attack with Whitebeard. And play my Marco. Cannot kill that one, so I have to just pass. Now I have a second blocker, so I just combo this one for 5k. For 1k. I don't have too many 2ks in my hand for what it's worth. But that should still be fine. Yeah, combo that one. I assume he's gonna play something that might destroy something on my board, but I don't see what could be good enough here. He might do Air Door, I guess. Well, that what was he supposed to do last turn, I guess. So his hand is actually very terrible. Borsalino's good, I guess. But Ace answers him very quickly here. Just has to give me 2Ks all the way here. Not something that they really want to be doing. And if he deals with the Ace via removal, then I just play Whitebeard and it's going to be really difficult for them to remove it, actually. they have to set up a Kusan here and at the same time deal with my ace. So that's why playing ace on this spot is actually very nice, because it allows me to oh, he just blocks. Okay, wow, that's good. All of this is really good for me. Now I can now play around the A drop. If he wants to play the A drop here, that's gonna be really good. But at least like I'm gonna be able to pressure him very, very good here, even if he does play the A drop. And I have a Rush Luffy too, so he literally has to hit both of them. And even if he does, I still have good plays for next turn. He doesn't have it either way, so it's just fine here. I'm gonna combo the Rusher, even though it's good in this matchup. I might still play the Marco, so I wanna be careful here. Oh, he's gonna attack with this one. Wow, that's interesting. I'm definitely not gonna take damage here. The longer I am at 6, the better for me. And the blockers are not the most amazing cards against this card, so yeah. Definitely gonna attack the Shigi since he's attacking with that one. And then it's gonna make it more difficult for him to be able to remove anything. And then, yeah, just attack with Ace and attack with Newgate here. And now, you see the power of Marco just never being able... He never did anything to Marco. And just because of that, he was never able to just do anything at all. And next turn, I'm going to play Luffy, going to have 1 life. And I'm going to be able to keep up a lot of energy here to be able to survive another turn. So my opponent is in a very tough spot right now. They don't even have any good cards to like revive with Bleno. Like, Khalifa is good and all, but it's not that amazing. He's been doing a good job at pressuring my hand, to be honest. And you can still do so here with the... Oh, yeah. Let's do the Otama, because I don't think Whitebeard is going to get any value here, as his cards don't really die by card effects. So it should be fine. Let's use this one. See what I get. Could get another Ace. Could get a Marco. Probably Marco is the best one. But not for this turn. It's definitely going to be Luffy. An attack for 7 on anything. I don't need to give this one unblockable, because he's just going to... He has Impact Wave, which who cares. I just want to keep up my life and my... I just want to attack for 7 with everything and keep up my Radical Beam and my Guard Point. And then here on 7 on Luffy. And then 7 on Ace. I'm going to attack last one with Newgate because he's keeping the Bleno up. So I don't know what he's trying to do here. Okay, does he have the... Nope. He still doesn't have anything good. I'm definitely just going to attack the blocker because he's going to be good at blocking next turn either way, so... And my board is just too cracked right now to just him being able to go for game. He can maybe do attack with everything, destroy my Iso, and then give a dual attack. Is the best thing that he can do. But that's still not going to win through this, so... I don't think he has an out. I don't think he can win here from here. He's just a little bit too slow. He didn't do anything during the mid-game, so... I just let the Luffy die, because that's just another turn that I have. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, because... I don't see the problem here. And then here, I mean, I can just play another Whitebeard, I guess. But I don't have to. I would just play a Marco and keep up defense if I for any chance like I'm not able to go for game. That's just gonna be my play. And the Marco will be good enough here because the first one will just stop this from going for game, and then the second one, I just kind of combo it easily. Okay, attack for 7. Although, do I have enough? Let me take a look. Well, if he blocks this one, I can just go all in on anything, so... It's not even that good here. I have too many options to win the game. I just choose to win the game right now. I could have just like looked for a 2K here, or a 1K. I could have played the Marco, which he will have to restand, and then I have enough here. So there's just a lot of options that I had for this game, and I can just combo 15 easily. Okay, we're playing against Ace, and he chose to go second. We have an ISO, so I'm gonna keep. Everything else is probably we're gonna get it in between. And we got a Whitebeard, so we're ready up to a great start here. We have Vista, but Vista is whatever, to be honest. Not that amazing. I could play ISO, but we can also play Marco next turn, so it's fine. Might as well just attack for 5. Get some pressure out for my opponent here. Start getting down, start pressuring my opponent because it's going to be important. And I can always next turn just do Marco plus ISO next turn if it's the case. And if he attacks my ISO, it's not my leader, so it should be fine. Always something that you should consider doing, unless it's a deck that you need to do something else, like you actually need like the turn 5 play or whatever. Just you don't have to. Definitely gonna play this one. Now we got our next play for turn. And yeah, why not? If he wants to destroy my Marco, and that's what he wants to spend the whole turn on, go ahead, be my guest. I don't really mind. He won't be able to pressure me that much if that's the case. He attacks for 8, 7. 7 is a weak number because I can just combo one car. Let's combo one of the Makimos. Okay, that's a Marco, but we don't really mind the Marco. If he wants to block, it's fine. And then we'll play with this one. That's it. Let's attack with Ace. He might use the Marco to just get it back, which is fine. I don't really mind. Now he has to look at the option of doing that, plus then maybe using the leader ability, so it shall be fine. Now we have back-to-back Whitebeard, so it is kind of over. Maybe he's playing Round Table to deal with the Whitebeard, which it's a good option. It's the reason that I play Round Table in my build. He has a lot of cards in hand though, but we have a better board. Slightly. I mean, he still has to deal with this, but he can play his own Ace. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's a 2K only, so I could defend it. And then he's forced to attack with the Marco. I'm thinking if it's worth it. Because then if next turn, if he deals with my Marco, with my Whitebeard, it's gonna be kind of an issue. So I'm gonna have to defend both. No, that's fine. I think it's not worth it. Now next turn he can deal with my Whitebeard if he has Round Table Marco, for example. That could be really bad for me. Well, let's combo the Otama now. One of them. And it's a toughy one, but I think I just have to do this one. Because even if he does deal with my Whitebeard, he won't be able to attack my leader, so that should be fine. He uses a Radical Beam instead of the blocker. Comes down to the same. He probably has a lot of extra cards in hand. He attacks for 8. Oh, he might actually be able to deal with it. Let's combo the Vista here. That is signaling for me Round Table Marco. Yeah, he does have it. Okay. Well, that was the best case scenario for him, but it shall be fine. He needs another Round Table. It wasn't Marco, which is the best case scenario, because then he didn't add something else to the board. But it was a Round Table. 8. I do have the combo here. He needs another Round Table here. Or if I draw an ace, could be fine too. But we did not. We might be able to get one here though. A third Whitebeard could be just good enough. That's why you have to play 3. Sometimes you just need 3. It's fine. I assume it's gonna happen the same way. He's gonna do a Round Table, destroy the Marco, attack with the Whitebeard, attack with 9. It's not yet true, but it could still be true. Round Table, destroy it. Yeah, okay. I figure as much. Now if he has a third Round Table, that's where he gets risky here. I think I only need one Otama to go for game. He doesn't seem to have any Whitebeards here to discard to the Marco, because that's an easy block. Discard some Whitebeard here. Oh, he just out combos out of that one. Wait, what? Blocking was better though. Maybe he didn't want me to attack with the Marco. I don't know. Blocking was better there. This does not seem like the right answer, but I mean, it's fine. Now I still have this, and I can just go for game next turn, depending. Or I can just clear his board if I wanted to, and I still have 1 life. So here's where he has to present another Whitebeard, I think. A Whitebeard might keep him alive here. But I don't even know if he's... Yeah, he's playing those. You can plop another ace. I don't know. There's a lot of options here. This is definitely something that I probably just take. I mean, I don't have to. If he wants to attack me again with a big number, shall be fine. Oh, he's just trying to go for game? I think my opponent miscalculated there. I think I just win this turn. Here. Kill that one. See if he wants to bring it back. Then I will know that he doesn't have any combo power. And then here for 7. He will have to give me both cards. Then I go Makimo, attack you for 5. And then attack you for the rest. And then I go 7 here. And then I go Makimo. And then the rest here. And we weren't even close to dying actually there. Well, I mean, I did play 3 Whitebeards on him, but it is what you need if you're trying to beat the round tables. That's why the round table is so important on Ace. Oh, that's a card. It's not really that good. Oh, I hit pass by accident. Let's see if we can still win through that. I was not intentional at all. Well, there's a combo at 2k here. I guess he's not gonna attack with these ones, which would make sense. I'm gonna play my Marco and let him go, I guess. And then attack with my Newgate. Next turn I won't be able to play Whitebeard, but back-to-back Whitebeard probably should be enough, to be fair. It wasn't intentional, but I think it kind of works out because this one probably wanted to attack for double strike and now he can't. So it was not intentional, but but now he can. Well, not really, because I can just take this damage. And now he's back on the same problem. He won't really be able to attack with this one. And then if I draw an ace, would be my best draw. But I have a Luffy. Luffy's still good enough here. And I can attack for 7/7/7 at his creatures and just be okay with this. He has to attack for 7s because 8s. Because 7s are easy to combo. He plays the Nami. And then attacks for 8. I'll combo a Joshu and a 1k here. And then I assume he's not going to attack with this because that would not make sense. But we'll see. I'll attack for 7. See what they want to do. See if they want to give me their hand, just trying to defend that. I will attack for 6, I guess. See if he wants to take that one. Then he's gonna try to go for game next turn, I guess. And then I'll play Luffy and attack for 6. See if he wants to take that one. To activate his Cracker here. Which I wouldn't really mind. Okay, he does not. He wouldn't have. I don't know. It's fine. Here, if I defend my last life, the Whitebeard should be able to win the game. So that's what I'm going to try to do. If he attacks my creatures, I don't care about them anymore. So please do so. I'm just going to let them die. And then here at 9 energy, he might play the 8-drop to give me 1 more life, in which case it would be amazing. So I highly doubt it he's playing that one. I mean, he's probably playing it in the deck, but I don't think he's going to play it right now. That's what it is. So I think he's just going to attack with Arlong, which is fine. And I think hopefully he attacks my creatures, which I am A-okay with, because I have 2 back-to-back Whitebeards to just win the game. If he attacks my leader, he puts me in a precarious spot, because I might have to just try to go for game. But not next turn, I don't think I can. But if he goes for the creatures, it gives me more time. I just let the Luffy die. That's just perfectly fine. And he attacks the Marco. No, attacks the leader. Which I do have to out-combo. So 1 and 2. And that should be fine. I'll draw. And then here's the first Whitebeard. I could keep up 1 energy, and I will. Just in case I get something out of life. Or I can just play an Iso. Also good. In case I get a Radical Beam out of life. But if I get a Radical Beam out of life, I can still pump my leader. And it's still going to be difficult for them. And Iso kind of works too, because I'm able to just replace the Iso for something else. Like a 2k or a 1k still. So yeah, I'm going to play here. I could get another Whitebeard, but I think it's no, it's not good enough. I think I just get the ace, and probably we're gonna try to go for game next turn. So it is fine to just do the Iso here. He might go after my Marco, in which case I'm okay with that. Just let it die. I don't have to waste my hand trying to defend him. He's trying to do dual attack as well, which it's okay. Still at 1 life. Sure, I'll take it. Combo Marco. Oh wow, he just tapped out, so I kind of just have to go for game, eh? That Radical Beam offers me options for what it's worth. And then, okay, he just took the life. I don't know why he tapped out. He shouldn't have tapped out, but, I mean, I can just go for game now. I could also just play Whitebeard and I have Radical Beam. If he goes dual attack on the leader, doesn't even work. So that's my secure play, and that's what I'm going to do. Because, I mean, I can just go for game, to be honest. The secure play is just go for game. and just forget about it. But I can just play the 9-drop and also just... He won't be able to go for game next turn. And I'm still going to win that one. But yeah, the not secure play was playing Marcos and trying to survive another turn. But the Whitebeard was an out here because I just play Whitebeard, pumps my leader, and I'm able to just capitalize on that. So even though I made a mistake on turn 2, I was still able to win, which is kind of insane. But also it kind of play into his hand. Like I did, if he wasn't able to do anything with Cracker, then it kind of also works, I guess. Okay, and for final thoughts on the deck, this deck is too powerful. I think at some point we're gonna probably have to hit it, because if you see at results on OP4 as well, this deck is still dominant over there, which means it's probably gonna translate here. For the most part, a lot of the formats do translate here. So it's sad to see this deck being so powerful, because it is such a good strategy that only few decks can compete with this. And even if you compete, you're not always guaranteed to win, because this deck can just always overpower you, depending on how many white beers you can play on a game, or how much they can actually attack you every time. It's just a very powerful strategy that is just, sadly, we have to deal with it to play the game. But even then, I don't think the deck is impossible to beat. It did got some new tools, as Marco is really important for like the removal matchups, which were admittedly one of the worst matchups before. But now, because you have Marco that you can always bring back, it just becomes even more annoying. So the deck got more well-rounded with the new cards in the new set, mainly just this one, but it's good enough to where like it offers you a lot of value in the deck. But yeah, it's something that we have to deal with, and it's good to know how it plays and how to play against it always. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and have a good day.